15 times Catherine Middleton's diplomacy made headlines. The future Queen Consort of the United Kingdom, Princess Catherine Middleton, has graced many events with her presence. She engaged in several interactions and made a good impression on everyone she came into contact with. Another wonderful trait of the future Queen Consort is this: it demonstrates her lack of prejudice and the fact that, along with her spouse, she will provide a better monarchy if she ascends to the throne. Discover the 15 times the Princess of Wales displayed her diplomatic skills and made headlines. Number 1. The Obamas, 2011. The former U.S. President and First Lady Barack Obama and Michelle Obama were introduced to the Prince and Princess of Wales in 2011 following their wedding. They planned a 2-day trip to visit the Queen of England and her husband, Prince Philip, at Buckingham Palace. The monarch welcomed them and showed them around the suite. When they left, Prince William and Princess Catherine had just returned from their honeymoon. Later, while Prince William talked to President Barack Obama, photographers caught First Lady Michelle Obama chatting with the newly crowned Princess of Wales. The Princess of Wales showed off her diplomatic skills by holding the conversation and keeping it moving the entire time. Catherine and William spoke with the Obamas while they were visiting the U.S. It was their first travel together on a diplomatic mission. Princess Catherine impressed Michelle Obama admirably with her sincerity and sharp wit. Number 2. Southeast Asia Tour 2012. The Prince and Princess of Wales visited Singapore as part of a 9-day trip to Southeast Asia in 2012. During Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee, this tour took place. Being that it was her first time speaking abroad, Catherine once more displayed her diplomatic side. The Singapore Botanical Garden, Eden Hall, Queenstown, and many other locations were among the locations that the Prince and Princess of Wales visited while there. Number 3. The Australia Tour 2014. Along with their son, Prince George, the Prince and Princess of Wales went on a royal family tour to Australia and New Zealand in 2014. Only 6 times during the tour did Prince George appear with his parents, but whenever he did stay with them, the dignitaries who were with the Prince and Princess were won over by his charm. The Princess of Wales had little trouble interacting with people, government representatives, and residents of both nations. It was rare for awkward situations to arise because the princess got along well with many individuals. She listened to the residents' experiences while also sharing her own positive experiences and Prince George-related anecdotes. Number 4. Mental Health Champions 2016. The Heads Together initiative was started by the Prince of Wales, his brother Prince Harry, and his wife Catherine, Princess of Wales. Their main objectives were to increase public awareness of mental health concerns and fight against people's mental health issues. They realized that a lot of individuals believed that mental health issues should be handled on one's own and that discussing them publicly may stigmatize one. The Princess of Wales encouraged those who were struggling with mental health issues and let them know it was okay to speak up. She once stated that they ran the campaign in the hopes of giving individuals effective tools to deal with these difficulties. Number 5. Paris Visit 2017. To improve ties between France and the United Kingdom, the Prince and Princess of Wales visited Paris in 2017. Prince William visited Paris for the first time in 20 years since the passing of his mother, Princess Diana. The couple met with Francis Francois Hollande, according to the New York Times, and then spoke with victims of the terrorist attack in Paris. The following day, they went to the hospital Les Invalides and talked to the patients there. When Catherine spoke with veteran soldiers, she once more demonstrated her diplomatic skills. Additionally, they went to a museum and organized a campaign to educate French kids about the value of peace by using World War I as a case study. Number 6. The Swedish Royal Family 2018. To improve ties between the United Kingdom and other countries, the Prince and Princess of Wales have attended many meetings on behalf of the royal family. The pair paid a visit to the Swedish royal family in 2018. Since the UK intended to leave the EU, they served as unofficial Brexit ambassadors and worked to improve ties between Sweden and the UK. Along with eating lunch together, the British royal couple visited a Swedish architectural museum with Victoria, the Crown Princess of Sweden, and her husband, Prince Daniel. Number 7. Pakistan Tour 2019. In an act of goodwill, the Princess of Wales and Prince William traveled to Pakistan in 2019. To debate against issues in the nation, they met with residents, government representatives, officials, and representatives of the arts and culture. The Princess of Wales spoke on the country's efforts to combat climate change as well as its security concerns. She then continued to talk with young people about their future aims and objectives. Number 8. Holocaust Memorial Day 2020. The survivors of a Holocaust that the Nazis carried out many years ago, in which they murdered a sizable number of Jews, are honored every January 27 by UNESCO. Princess Catherine and Prince William visited people who had personally experienced the painful incident as well as their families in 2020, which was the memorial's 75th anniversary. The families of those who perished in the incident or who lived but died in the years that followed were also met. They were encouraged by the pair, and Catherine reached out to them by telling stories. She had also captured images of the survivors and their relatives. The survivors were made aware of the royal family's support by the Prince and Princess of Wales's visit. Later in 2021, the images were displayed at a museum. In a statement, Princess Catherine said, "While I have been lucky enough to meet two of the now very few survivors, I recognize not everyone in the future will be able to hear these stories firsthand. It is vital that their memories are preserved and passed to future generations." Number 9. Ireland 2020. The Prince and Princess of Wales once more represented the entire royal family on a tour. They had been to many of Ireland's sites and events. Again, the fundamental objective of their visit was to advance harmony and peace between the two nations, and the Princess of Wales had been actively pursuing this objective. Number 10. Virtual engagements 2020 to 2021. Due to COVID-19 and the accompanying lockdown that followed, the 2020 to 2021 period was incredibly challenging for everyone in the world. Even though the lockdown was only in place for the majority of 2020, the pandemic's after effects continued into late 2021. People were told to cover themselves and avoid making eye contact with one another. The Princess of Wales engaged with organization stakeholders digitally while she adjusted to the rest of the world. She expressed her gratitude to everyone fighting the pandemic, including medical professionals. She also expressed how painful it was to miss out on seeing friends and family. Her excellent diplomatic abilities encouraged the populace and boosted unity during the tough time. Number 11. Healthcare Workers 2020. The Princess of Wales actively participated in tracking the health of healthcare professionals throughout the pandemic. She routinely checked in with them, inquiring about their health and mental stability. She also asked how long they had spent in the hospitals. The health personnel eventually revealed to her how demanding the position was at the time. With the number of fatalities rising, frequent distress calls, and even witnessing their co-workers succumb to the illness, they must have been relieved when the princess reached out to them, since the stress that had been building as a result of the COVID-19 experience had now been let out. Number 12. G7 Summit 2021. The top 7 democratic nations in the world get together for the G7 Summit. The primary goal of the gathering is for the leaders of these nations to talk about how they can promote growth in their nations. When Catherine Middleton visited with other world leaders and expressed her views and ideas on many topics, she once again displayed her diplomatic skills. The strain must have been tremendously increased by the attendance of the world leaders from elite nations, as well as Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Charles, and Princess Camilla. The Princess of Wales, on the other hand, firmly stood in her position and only spoke when necessary. Number 13. Scotland Tour 2021. The year 2021 was particularly hectic for the Princess of Wales. That year, she and Prince William went on another trip to Scotland. The Prince of Wales's obligation as the Lord High Commissioner of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland was the major item on their agenda. However, Scotland was just one stop on the one-week itinerary. Even the University of St. Andrews, where the prince and princess first met, had been on their list of places to see. Catherine had a crucial role on interacting with the locals, learning about their culture, and conversing with the residents of the charity center about a variety of concerns, including mental health, addiction, and many more. Number 14. Earthshot Prize 2021. The Princess of Wales once more demonstrated her diplomatic prowess in 2021 when she unveiled the Earthshot Prize, a £1 million award given to 5 individuals, groups, or nations who make significant contributions to nature conservation. Since it was the first time the 10-year competition would be held, the Princess of Wales went over its specifics. She also exhorted different stakeholders to participate in the activity because it was a significant means of promoting environmental health. Princess Catherine also used a technique known as the Kate effect. She wore a green garment that she borrowed from her fashion to highlight the significance of eco-friendly practices. Number 15. Supporting Afghan Refugees 2021. While at RAF Bryce Norton, Princess Catherine spoke with the military men who helped Afghan refugees. After the Taliban attacked Afghanistan, they assisted in the evacuation of the refugees. The troops' account of their experiences were listened to by the Princess of Wales. She was astounded by how dire things were, not realizing that the refugees were still reeling from the attack and their loss. She afterward conveyed her genuine gratitude to those in charge of the rescue operation. Do you know more times when Princess Kate's diplomacy made headlines? Please share with us in the comment section below. We appreciate your interest and hope to see you in the upcoming video. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Up until then.